In 845 AD, the Viking siege of Paris under the leadership of Ragnar Lothbrok was a pivotal event that reverberated across Europe. Ragnar, a legendary Norse chieftain known for his daring exploits, marshaled his warriors and utilized their famed longships to navigate the Seine River. The attack on Paris, a burgeoning center of Frankish power, showcased the Vikings' prowess in both maritime warfare and strategic planning. With their agile longships, the Norse warriors swiftly penetrated Paris's defenses, catching the Frankish defenders off guard. The siege itself was a harrowing ordeal for both the besiegers and the besieged. For the Vikings, it was a test of endurance and resolve as they faced staunch resistance from the Frankish forces and the fortified city walls. Meanwhile, the inhabitants of Paris endured fear and uncertainty as they witnessed their city being overrun by Norse invaders. The plunder and pillage that followed underscored the Vikings' reputation for ferocity and their relentless pursuit of wealth and glory. The aftermath of the siege of Paris left a profound impact on the political landscape of France. The Franks, led by King Charles the Bald, were compelled to negotiate with the Vikings, offering them a substantial ransom known as Danegeld to halt further attacks. This tribute marked a significant shift in European diplomacy, acknowledging the Vikings' military might and their capacity to disrupt established kingdoms. Moreover, the Viking presence in France did not merely end with raids. Many Norse settlers eventually integrated into local communities, particularly in the northern region that would later become Normandy. The establishment of Normandy by Viking settlers, known as Northmen or Normans, introduced a blend of Norse and Frankish cultures that shaped the region's identity for centuries to come. These Norse settlers brought with them their customs, language, and legal systems, contributing to the cultural tapestry of medieval France. Over time, the Normans would play a pivotal role in European history, including their conquest of England in 1066 under William the Conqueror. Thus, the Siege of Paris in 845 AD was not just a military engagement, but a transformative event that left an enduring mark on the history and culture of France and beyond. The legacy of the Viking Siege of Paris continues to resonate in modern narratives of European history, reflecting the complex interactions between different peoples and cultures during the medieval period. It serves as a reminder of the Vikings' impact as both fearsome raiders and influential settlers, shaping the course of European civilization through their ambitious exploits and enduring legacies. Subscribe to our channel for more inspiring content about the Norse civilization.